super cringe. Guys, we're gonna start a fund. We're gonna start a fund. Robin's dance moves. That's what we're gonna call it. We're taking Bitcoin and Ethereum donations. What is going on, crypto fam? Welcome back to Sin City Crypto Live. We are coming at you from our studio in Sin City, Nevada. I'm on your co-host, David. Before we get into the content, quick disclaimer. Nor Robin nor I are financial advisors. So please do your own research. Don't take anything we say as financial advice. We have a special guest in the house today, Mr. Brad Barnell from Infinite Crypto. Show the studio. Brad, say hi to everyone.
Hey, everybody. Thank you so much for having me here today, man. It's an honor to be here.
Absolutely. I know we have a few of your people in here. That's awesome. Thanks for supporting. Also, for our community, we put a link to Brad's crypto channel in our description. Make sure you guys go subscribe. He does a lot of giveaways. He covers a lot of the smaller projects, a lot of ones that a lot of these bigger YouTube channels don't cover. We don't cover them. Brad does. So if you want to know on any up and coming projects or just crypto in general, go check out his YouTube channel. With that being said, allow me to introduce you to my other co-host, your least favorite, Big Rob. What's up?
Hola! It's your boy, Big Rob, back in the house. Welcome to Sin City Crypto. If it's your first time checking us out, we are an entertainment-focused cryptocurrency channel. We take the old, the boring, the stale information, and we package it up in a fun and sexy way. Also, we don't just do live streams. We also do the deep dives. Check out the deep dives, because we did one yesterday. And which one did we do yesterday there, David?
Quant.
Quant. That's right.
Robin's brain is all over the place.
I knew what it was.
He was scrambling around today like I've never seen him. So,
But yeah, so we got Quant video up. So if you haven't seen that yet, check it out. We do got some new people here in the chat. So hola to Ryfin and hola to Deanna,
and Lala
and Lala
and MW. I'm gonna call you BMW.
Okay. So for the people that are here in the new, we do a lot of we really like to give away a lot of money here.
Yeah.
We like to give away David's cash. So what we do when we get to 21 viewers in the chat here, once we have 21 active viewers in our YouTube stream, we give away what were we giving away? $50 today?
$50 in Bitcoin.
All right. So, but more importantly, better than the cash is that we open up the club. And if you ain't familiar with the club, here in Vegas, we do it right, baby.
You thought those dance moves were good. Wait till you see the club moves.
So, anyways, yeah, we open up the club, we play some music, we get the vibes going on, and we give out some cash. We do give out cash to in a question format. So make sure you pay attention because when we open up the club, we'll ask you something that transpired during the stream, and first to type in the correct answer gets $50 in Bitcoin today. So,
you want to give a shout out to the chat?
Yeah. So, quick shout out to the Yo community. So Mayad was the first up in the chat today. Congratulations, Mayad. You don't win anything besides some love. Thank you.
Robin's love, which is hard to come by. Trust me.
Malik. My boy D-Fib has been here. D-Fib, what's up, bro? What's up, man? I'll call you later, bro. Sergio, Emerson, and then Malik, and then
Nick.
Sweet Potato, and Sean's up here. Sean, what's up, my dude? Good to see you in here on the regular again. I know. What was it?
Oh, my wife is here.
What was it? Sammy scared Sean away for a little bit, man.
I wonder why.
Yeah. So I'm glad we came full circle. And then Tiffany. Hola!
It's her birthday Friday.
Is it?
She's like, "You gonna give me a birthday shout out?" I'm like, "Nope." And I was like, "Yep."
All right. So let's get into it.
All right.
We got a new segment today.
We do.
Yeah.
Big shout out to our boy HP, who's been helping us out with some of the content. This was his idea, crypto flashback, and we are super excited to roll that out today. We'll do that right after our hot take, so make sure you stay tuned. But we're gonna send it to Robin first. He's gonna do a market overview, tell you a little bit about what's going on in the crypto and traditional markets. Robin, take it away.
You know, we're starting to get some movement.
We're almost at 700 subscribers.
You know, I feel like we may have crossed the $40,000 Bitcoin threshold, and we might be holding there. I mean, who knows? I still think we're in the bearish market, but I'm starting to think that the local low, at least, the main support's going to be 40,000. Now, there are some indicators that back this up. This isn't just my gut feeling. The supply on exchanges are really low, particularly Coinbase. So traditionally, when the supplies are low, you know, Bitcoin price go up. Supply and demand, basically. So pulling up my laptop here, taking a look at Bitcoin at 40,500 at the moment. Interesting happened yesterday was the weirdest thing. In 1 hour, the price. Look at this thing here. What is this?
Called a blow off top, not really.
Like, what is the technical analysis for this needle here? Like, it literally went up from 39, hit 41.5 basically, and then shot back down all in 1 hour.
That is why I am
That was
thinking...
the definition of liquidation right here. So liquidated shorts, shot up, and then you liquidated longs and shot back down. And I think that was that's my assessment of it. But what I like to see is this run up here afterwards. So, anyways, we'll save the TA for later. If there's any projects you want us to cover, just drop them in the chat. We do write them down if there's something you want us to take a look at. And then during our market analysis segment, we cover those at the end. And then just taking a gander here, Ethereum moving. Ooh, up 4%. Ethereum at 26.9. I still think it's a great price. You think $10,000 Ethereum by the end of the year?
By the end of the year, no.
No. Well, I mean, you're going to have the ETH 2.0, the proof of stake rollout. So, and then Binance, everything else kind of in the same zone.
XRP's been consolidating at 77 cents.
Oh man,
it was a pretty big buy on XRP yesterday.
Mina protocol up 10%. One of my favorite projects.
We did a deep dive on Mina. If you're not familiar with Mina,
yeah,
go check it out.
So Sandbox is moving. Why is Sandbox moving? Maybe they have some new. Look at that. Look at this Sandbox. Usually, if Sandbox moves, Decentraland moves. That's why I'm saying, why is Sandbox moving? Because I'm not seeing Decentraland on the recent run-ups. So
there it is.
3%. Something must have broke with Sandbox. We'll take a look at it. Anyways, so yeah, not too much. I think we're starting to see a little bit more volume. We did have the executive order. I think that we're going to.
There you go.
What's up?
HSBC heads into the Sandbox metaverse.
Okay, so HSBC. So if you're not familiar, that is a bank in Europe, founded in London. Very, very big player. It's like bigger than Bank of America. I don't know if it's actually bigger than Bank of America, but it's toe to toe with them. Basically, global banking. Think of it that way, not just.
They are the number 6 largest bank in the world.
Number 6 largest bank.
$2.7 trillion under. Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah. All right. Anyways, we're done with the with that. We want to get into the hot.
What do we got? A traditional market.
Oh yeah. You know what? I'm still new at this. Using my laptop. So, pulling this back up. All right, let's take a look. Traditional markets. The Nasdaq up 2%. Okay, you're wondering why Bitcoin's pumping. Let's take a look here. So you have this big run up. It's probably no coincidence that the Nasdaq had the run up. What time did this come up? So in the morning. So right when the stock markets are about to open. Nasdaq's moving. Nasdaq, if you're not familiar, it is an index fund that tracks more or less technology-driven stocks. This has historically had a pretty good correlation with cryptocurrency and its movement. So when the Nasdaq pumps hard, so does crypto, and vice versa. Generally, not always. It'll nudge. So the way we look at the traditional markets, especially the Nasdaq moves hard. Understand it's probably going to nudge Bitcoin in that direction. Now, whether or not it's sustained, it outperforms, it outgains. You see the Nasdaq turn hella green. You understand that Bitcoin's probably going to turn green. Same thing when it's red. But As far as like following the charts, not so much. They're two different markets, but it's a good indicator to know which way the market's going to go. S&P 500, this is just a good indicator on just the market in general in the U.S. and global markets. So that's up.
Look at the look at the Hang Seng. I know that kind of bounced back yesterday. So if you go to Asia, you'll see the Hang Seng.
Asia.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember yesterday it was down like what 1,600
Up
points.
9%.
Yeah. So apparently, the Chinese government came out and reassured everyone, other investors, that
Said, calm down.
everything's going to be okay. Said, calm down. Everything's going to be okay. And you see how fickle people in the markets are. That's why.
Another indicator. You know what the VIX is?
Volatility index.
Yeah, it's like the fear and greed index, but for stocks.
It's getting lower.
Yeah.
We're consolidating. I think we're consolidating across the board in crypto.
When it's under 30, it's supposedly not too. It's a good time. Over 30, that's when it's
A little crazy.
Yeah.
I don't mind
A little crazy.
volatility. What do you think?
I pulled this article up here. Russia fuels default fears with warning of dollar bond payments. So it's like an interesting catch-22. Okay, so Russia owes money in dollars, and then they got sanctioned, and the sanction prevents them from using dollars. So it kind of leads you to this question, like, well, you want me to pay you back, but you took all my dollars, so how the hell am I supposed to pay you back? So Russia said their banking or their version of the federal government, they say that they're going to pay back in rubles, the currency. So they're going to pay back a dollar-backed bond in rubles, and so this is kind of a interesting territory. It's never really been crossed before. So what does that mean? So technically, if you don't pay back your dollar bonds or whatever currency bonds it is in said currency, you're technically defaulting.
Yeah.
But is it really a default? Because they have the money in rubles, so it's kind of this murky area.
Ain't nobody want no rubles.
Technically, yeah, you can carry that crap out of here, man. So, technically, like, is it a default? By definition purposes, it is. But at the same time, they do have cash, but interesting times. So, I don't know. Anyways, we do got somebody new in the chat, right?
Sergey.
Is Sergey? Is it
Sir Gabe.
Oh, I said Sergey.
Sergey. Well, Sergey Nazarov.
Hola, Sergey, welcome.
Hey, Sergey Nazarov is the founder of Chainlinks. Pretty
Oh, yeah?
pretty good guy, yeah.
So, welcome to Sin City Crypto, the world's most entertaining.
You know,
And
if you
pointless
ever want
conversation.
if you ever want to hear a funny variation of your name being pronounced, come to Sin City Crypto. Your boy Rob got you covered.
Okay.
I've heard him
You know what?
pronounce people's names. I'm like,
I'm
what?
just letting you know, like my vision right
The
here.
letter's not even in there.
It's all blurred from here, bro. I'm just letting you know. Like I'm looking at my
Maybe you need some glass. You want my glasses?
No.
I'm kidding. I'm blind. I couldn't see anything.
All
All right. We done?
That's it.
Are you done?
I'm done.
You finished. All right.
Let's go.
We're moving on. We're moving on to our next segment. We call the caliente, the mucho fuego hot take.
It's hot.
Shish kebab on that motherfucker.
Paris Hilton did that for free, by the way, for us. She loves Sin City Crypto. She said, all right, our hot take today. What's a riskier investment? A DeFi ICO or a meme coin? DeFi ICO or meme coin? What's a riskier investment? And our friend Brad in studio here from Infinite Crypto, he's a big ICO guy. He's been in a lot of, more than I have, more than Robin has, more than we all have. So he's got a lot of experience here. So I'm curious to get his take on it. But I'll give my take first. Actually, let's get Robin's take first.
Yeah,
Robin,
you want my
go
take?
ahead.
You already know which. First of all, decentralized finance is the future of finance. It is the path of righteousness and freedom to break away from the stupid $15 fee that you get on your checking account if you don't sign up for direct deposit and the $8 fee for your savings account. Why do I have to pay for you to hold my money? You lend it out to other people. That's how you make money. If I have $100,000 and I decide to put it in your bank and you go out and lend it to other people with interest, I got to pay money to, it's stupid. Anyways, love DeFi. But what do I hate more than DeFi?
You love ICOs.
But what? yeah, I don't care if it's an ICO. I'm just saying. Okay.
The question is ICO.
ICOs are risky. Yes. But I love DeFi. You said DeFi ICO.
DeFi ICO.
Yes.
It's still an ICO.
But I'd still like. But it's still
not
DeFi. Still DeFi.
a solid.
But what I hate more than my co-host here is meme coins. Let me tell you. Meme coins. What? Why on earth would anybody ever invest in a meme coin? I mean, just think about it. Like, if I came up to you and I was like, hey, man, I got this stock right here, okay? I got this stock. It's listed on Wall Street. It's poo-poo stock. But the price of poo-poo stock has went up by 500% this month. You want to buy some? What's the purpose? Like, what's it do? It's just an emoji of a piece of poo-poo. like, why would you invest in it? But it's okay in crypto. They're like, well, it's a picture of a dog. Wait, well, what's it do? Well, they got a wallet coming. Okay, congratulations.
Are you saying you hate dogs?
No, I love dogs. I have a Chihuahua, okay? A Chihuahua wiener dog. Chiweenie.
That dog's farts smell
Oh,
bad.
man, that
bro.
dog's
Jesus Christ.
smells,
That's why I haven't come over in a while.
yeah.
Anyways.
Or wiener wawa. How about that?
Listen, I'm scorned. I'm ICO scorned. I think it's riskier to invest in a project, in a team that is not proven, than to invest in a meme coin. And I'm not talking about a meme coin that just launched. I'm talking about a meme coin that's been around. You know, Floki Inu. You look at Doja Mars. You look at some of the other meme coins. I'm not saying I'm gonna go buy them. I'm just saying if I had to pick what's riskier, I think it's riskier investing in a project, in a founding team that you have no idea if they're gonna come through on their roadmap, if it's a rug pull, if it's just a cash grab, if they're gonna make it, versus a meme coin like the ones I listed that's kind of already out there. You already know about the community. You can already see how many holders. There's already a price. You can see the liquidity. There's more known variables. In ICOs, there is so much unknown variables. It is a huge risk. And I've gotten burned a few times. I know Robin's gotten burned. And I'm curious to get Brad's take here in a second. But when it comes to riskier, it would be a DeFi ICO. I don't care if it was any ICO. I would still go with a meme coin. Again, I'm not saying I'm going to go buy these meme coins. I'm just saying, we're talking risk, riskier to invest in the unknown than it is in a shit coin that is known. So that's my take. Brad, what do you think? You've been in a lot of ICOs, right?
Yes.
How many ICOs would you say you've kind of been in?
I think right now I've got about 100 going.
100 ICOs. And what percentage would you say you make money on?
I'd say I make money on 50, 60%.
50, 60%. So I need to talk to you about ICO. Every ICO I've gotten into has been trash. Not every, a few. So what's your answer? What do you think? What's a riskier investment?
I mean, after listening to both of you guys, I really think you both have pretty valid points. I'm a little bit more in Robin's camp on this one because with the ICOs, if you really do the right research, and I know that a lot of teams are fairly new, but you can look into a team's background. You can see what kind of success they've had. And the thing about a meme coin is that it just provides no value. Like most meme coins have no utility.
What about community? Community doesn't provide value for you?
I mean, not long term.
Mm-hmm.
Most of these meme coins, maybe they shoot up and do something in the short term, but I don't think you're ever going to see a Doge or a Shiba Inu, any of those tokens around in 5 or 10 years still making.
Doge has been around for
investors.
7 years.
Yeah, but look at how many millions of dollars it's cost people. Like, not everybody got into Doge when it was, under a penny.
Mm-hmm.
How many people bought Doge at 50, 60, 70 cents
right.
and are just getting
get back
crushed
there.
off?
It'll get
like,
back. Everything's getting crushed right now, though.
What I just heard, what just happened here? We just purchased a car. Okay, it's under my name, but my man right here just co-signed on it. He just co-signed it because I ain't got good credit. I ain't got good standings with this guy. But my man right here, he just co-signed. He brought me over the hill. Get out of here with those stupid ass
now I know why you guys are outside the studio talking for 10 minutes.
Same. Just
Hey,
throwing it
listen,
down.
when we talk about this, and David's gonna say this, hey, you make sure to say. Look,
A
lot of
just a quick
Go ahead.
shout out. I just want to say, Vassen, hola, welcome to Sin City Crypto. So,
come for the crypto, stay for Robin's pronunciations of your name. So I feel like when people shit on meme coins, they say it does nothing. For me, community means something. Without a community, you have nothing. Whether it's DeFi, whether it's big, like it doesn't matter. There's no community. If there's no wallet holders, it doesn't matter.
Do you have a community outside of this studio
Nah, just
in
you,
your
bro.
own personal life?
Just you, bro.
So obviously, you have nothing.
Look at me. I'm a sad man. I need a bigger community. I'm just kidding. No, I mean, I get both sides. For me, you know, with Brad's experience in ICOs, I'm sure he sees it in a different lens. Me personally, I would feel more comfortable investing in a meme coin that has been around for a little bit. I'm not saying Doge has been around for 7 years. Some of the other ones who you know, just hit the market maybe a year ago, 6 months ago, you kind of already know where they are, the price movement, there's any manipulation going on, the team, for the most part. So for me, it's riskier to invest in an ICO than it is in a meme coin. Let us know what you guys think. Put a 1 in the chat if you think an ICO is riskier. Put a 2 in the chat if you think meme coins are riskier. We're curious to know. All right. We are done with our hot take. We are rolling right into our freshest segment. Brand new here at Sin City Crypto. We're going to play our graphic animation, come back, and I'll explain to you exactly what it is. Let's roll it out. Crypto flashback. Let's go. All right. So, Crypto Flashback is a segment we're going to be doing on Wednesdays where we take a look back, maybe 6 months, maybe 6 years, maybe 2 days. We don't know. Just depends. We're going to see what the narrative was back then and how it's changed today and how the landscape has changed. So, pretty cool to see where we were, how far we've come along. HP, this was his idea. It was absolutely amazing. So, shout out to HP. Great job, my friend. Thank you so much. It's going to be fun. It's going to be entertaining, and it's going to be very valuable. You can see how far we've come along. So if there's any FUD, creep it in your head. You can come watch us on Wednesdays. You can see how far we've come along. So with that being said, our first flashback is going to be Mr. Wonderful, Kevin O'Leary. If you know anything about him, he was pretty anti-crypto, and just watch how his tone has changed. Let's go ahead and roll the video.
The cryptocurrency topping 8,000 for the first time since July. There are several potential explanations for this rally, including positive sentiment around crypto conventions in New York this week, a potential safe haven from the U.S.-China trade war, and greater institutional support. For example, reports earlier this month said Facebook is building a crypto-based payment system. Traders are also saying that Chinese buyers were using Bitcoin to circumvent the country's capital controls on the yuan. So Chinese investors in China trying to get their money out and using Bitcoin as the vehicle. And that's supposedly one explanation for much more on this later in the show.
Out of Bitcoin. Once you put your money into Bitcoin, you hear people say that they are challenged to sometimes sell.
Really?
To sell in volume.
Oh, in volume.
In volume.
Try and do a transaction over $100,000 with Bitcoin. I tried to do some real estate in Switzerland with it once. It is a useless currency. It is a useless currency. That's what I believe. I mean, look, I'm not, I realize people have different opinions, but to me, it's garbage. Because you can't
doo-doo? I mean,
you can't get in and out of it in large amounts. And everybody says, yes, you can. But what happens is the receiver wants some guarantee. Let's say you want to buy a piece of real estate for $10 million in Switzerland.
Let's just say.
Let's just say.
Yeah.
And they don't want to use the traditional transfer system, all right? Mm-hmm. Now, which is illegal, by the way, because you have to disclose why you're transferring $10 million over to Switzerland. They want to guarantee that the value comes back to U.S. currency at 10. You have to somehow hedge the risk of Bitcoin. That means it's not a real currency. That means the receiver is not willing to take the risk of the volatility it has. It's worthless. I believe that.
Okay. Speaking truth.
Speaking truth, huh? Okay. You'll be curious to see how his tone has changed in this next video we're going to show, but it's not a real currency. It's poo-poo. People want guarantees. I don't know about you, but recently ain't nobody asking for no guarantee.
So here's the thing. This is where he made the mistake, is that he's basically comparing cryptocurrency to a wire transfer and using it as a means of payment for a piece of real estate. And I think we're all kind of in agreement that Bitcoin is not best suited as a form of payment.
100%.
And now it can be used there. You do have the Lightning Network. Just, however, I think the general consensus is that Bitcoin essentially is a store value that can be used as payment if need be, if that's what you choose, but not really. It doesn't really sit there by default. So, anyways, let's get our present thoughts.
Yeah.
Let's see. Did we convert Mr. O'Leary?
What does he think? Roll it.
Bitcoin now? Kevin, what's your
Yes, I
position in
do.
crypto right now? You do. Have you sold,
it's
sold
20%
major
of
parts of
our-
it? You have a lot of it,
No,
or
I
as
have-
much?
No, look, Bitcoin is not a coin, Joe. It's simply software. Ethereum is software. If you
Okay.
own, HBAR software, if you own Microsoft, if you own Google, why don't you own Bitcoin? It's all software. It's productivity
I mean,
software.
you own one Bitcoin. Do you have a real position in it because you're a wealthy guy?
I have millions of dollars. 20% of my portfolio is now in cryptocurrencies and blockchain.
Hey, Kevin. So I was on the phone yesterday with a sort of a big-time crypto guy, and he was talking about how crypto was like the multiple operating systems for mobile telephones years ago. But it made me think maybe that means we're in the beginning of something which is fabulous, but it also makes me think of Palms. Everyone remember Palm? Or RIM, which is BlackBerry, you could go down the list. iOS and Android didn't show up to the scene until a decade or two after the fact. And I only raise it because I wonder sort of where you think we are in all of this and whether it means that the Bitcoins and some of the coins that we're looking at now and talking about will be around or will be obsolete in a decade from now.
Well, you have to be diversified. I own 32 different positions, including equity in FTX itself. And I have to disclose, I'm a paid spokesperson for that company. I'm backing their initiatives. But the whole point is, you don't know who's going to win. Is Ethereum going to win? Is Solana going to win? Is it Helium? Or is it Avalanche? I own them all. And luckily, they're just software development teams. You go meet these people, you find out they're in their 20s, they're the smartest engineers in the world. If you graduate from MIT right now, you don't want to work for an old industrial company. You want to go to a blockchain company. So we should support this initiative and be the leader in policy, because right now the world is waiting. The Canadians are more advanced. They have the very first crypto exchange. They have the very first ETF with Bitcoin in it. How come we don't? The same in the United Arab Emirates, the same in Switzerland. We are so far behind in policy for this nascent industry that's going to lead the world in financial services. We got to get going. Now, there is a bill. I'm reading. It's over hundreds of pages. This thing is, I went up to the Senate last Thursday and met with Senator Lewis.
20%.
Oh, how times have changed.
20% of his portfolio is now in crypto.
Do you think it'll get over 20%? His big mantra, like if you ever watch any of his interviews, is always that, oh, you got to diversify, 20% in real, never more than 20% in real estate, never more than 20% in like a stock. And so I'm curious if he'll go over that 20%. So basically he filled up his available percentage, as he calls it, for crypto. So we'll see. What do you think?
How dare he put Solana in the same category as Ethereum?
Chef had a quick funny comment here I just read. It says Kevin O'Leary fake. Oh well. But he said he probably was stacking BTC when he recorded that first video, but talking trash to keep the price down.
I wouldn't. Listen,
Possible.
Elon Musk
Good
can
take. Good
Elon Musk can literally move the entire crypto market with a tweet. So someone like Kevin O'Leary, who people follow, he's very well known, especially after doing Shark Tank. He says something, people are going to follow it. It's easier to take the advice or listen to someone who you think has merit versus going out and doing the research and studying yourself. So that's what people do. But that was interesting. So I agree with Robin. He was definitely wrong in the beginning when he tried to compare Bitcoin to a wire transfer to a form of payment. Ain't nobody spending $10 million in Bitcoin for a condo. Ethereum, maybe. Bitcoin, it's more of a store of value, right? So I like to see his portfolio at 20%. He's a pretty big stickler when it comes to divvying up his portfolio, certain percentage here, certain percentage in bonds and cash and blah, 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 blah. And I agree with him. The U.S. is so far behind. Like, why the hell do we not have a spot ETF yet, Gary Gensler? Robin, what's his nickname again?
Gary the Gun Gensler.
Gary the Gun Gensler. Roddy, what do you think?
This is David's favorite nickname.
You're welcome. You're welcome, guys.
You know what?
I wonder if I told Gary Gensler, like, hey, I gave you the nickname.
Let's create a T-shirt. Would you guys put a 1 in the chat if we make a T-shirt with Gary Gensler on here, like holding some pistols?
Yeah. That would be super dope.
And we put Gary the Gun on the top.
Yeah. Would you guys buy it?
Real quick, I do want to give a shout out. We got somebody new in there. Certified TV. Hola! Welcome to Sin City Crypto. Home of the
Also-
most entertaining cryptocurrency information.
From our community, our crypto fam, you guys make sure you go subscribe to Infinite Crypto Brass channel. It's got a lot of great content on there. The link is in our bio.
That's right.
All right. Brad, what are your thoughts about Mr. O'Leary and how things have changed?
I just love watching the comparison between the two because my mentor, the guy that kind of got me in crypto, I watched him turn $9,500 in 2017 into 2.2 million. But he had the vision way back then. He's the one that created the belief in me, so I was able to go through 18, 19, 20, and all of that misery because I knew that what was coming. I knew the banking systems were all creating the on-ramping systems to be able to offer it to their their consumers, and I knew that this was coming. But it's awesome to finally see other people, mainstream people, that are coming on board and realize that this is the future.
I always say, the crypto fam knows my saying, follow the money. And 20% of this man's multi-million-dollar portfolio is in crypto. Oh, have times have changed. So we'll see more of this in the future on Wednesdays. So make sure you come back. All right.
Hey, real quick, just pull up my laptop real quick. Federal Reserve approves first interest rate hike in more than 3 years. Sees 6 more ahead. Holy
Was
dog.
it a quarter or a half? Was it 25 or 50
It was 25.
Okay.
So 0.25. But during this meeting, we got a trailer. No retreat business boot camp. Okay. Anyways, so during this meeting, they were also laying out the groundwork, what's expected for interest rate hikes in the future. So 6 more is a lot. I've heard 4. I have heard 6. Basically, every time the Fed is going to have a meeting, they're planning on raising it because there's only like 7, I think, more meetings left for the year. So, yeah, that's breaking news.
Don't do that, bro. Don't do that. You know why? Oh, my God. All right. So there's this channel on TikTok called Cardnarks, and they go around berating people who leave their carts on like the curbs. And the first thing to do is they see someone, oh, no, Cardnarks here. Oh, would you mind taking your cart back? So just giving you PTSD. That's all.
Okay. You know what I like to do? I hate pushing my cart all the way down the aisle to go get one piece of grocery. So I always just leave it at the end of the aisle. My wife always yells at me.
You leave the cart at the end.
Yeah, because like,
weird.
Let's just say I'm at the end of the aisle and I need a bag of sugar, and it's like all the way at the end. Why do I need to push my cart all the way down there?
Well, then you don't have
and
to
then grab the sugar, put it in, and then reverse back. I can just walk down there.
Okay, so hold on.
Park the cart. I walk down there, or grab the sugar, and then I carry my ass back.
You know the other end of the aisle has an opening too, right? You can just loop around.
No, I gotta stay. I gotta stay
Now,
on
the
one
grocery
side.
stores I
bro.
go to are one-way aisles.
That's right.
There's only one way in.
I'm playing around with the other side, bro.
Where's your car? Oh, I'm done with this aisle.
It's Vegas, so I like to stay in the refrigerator section, which is usually in the back, and so that's where I'm hanging out.
That's not where the coffee is, though.
Well, here's the thing, man. I don't buy all that box crap, man. I'm all about like fresh stuff. So I either hit up the vegetable section or the meat or like the refrigerator section, man. Anything that comes out of a box and has been dried or frozen or whatever, get out of here, man. Nasty.
Unacceptable per Robin standards. Say that to the millions of people who do that. Anyways, we're done with our crypto flashback. Let us move on to our next segment, the chitta chatta, the talking points. All right, lots to talk about today. Let's start it off with our very first article. China's digital yuan could challenge the dollar in international trade this decade, fintech expert predicts. China's nascent digital yuan is set to challenge the dollar's domination of international trade settlements in the next decade, according to Richard Turin, who's the author of Cashless, China's Digital Currency Revolution. He goes on to say, if we go about 5 to 10 years out, yes, the digital yuan can play a significant role in reducing the dollar's usage in international trade. What you're going to see in the future is a rollback, a risk management exercise that seeks to slowly and maybe slightly reduce the dependence on the dollar from 100% down to 85%, he said. Turn said the world's second largest economy, which is China, is currently ahead in all financial technology by a decade. So he thinks China's ahead by a decade in technology when compared to the U.S. He added the U.S. would take, quote, easily another 5 years just to get out of planning and trials for a potential digital dollar. So my first question is this. Do you think that this can happen? Do you think that digital yuan will eat away at the U.S. dollar's dominance when it comes to international trade? Robin, what do you think?
Yes, so there's been a huge run up when it comes to China's economy in the macro sense. If you go back, you look where China was in the 90s, early 2000s, they were an industrial-based product development company. They've been growing their GDP and their economy, technology, their infrastructure, and they are no longer looked at as a manufacturing company where it just says made in China and you just kind of laugh it off. They are now a major global player that if something doesn't change globally, at least with ourselves here, especially with our inflation that we have, they're going to flip us. Their economy is
going to flip us?
They're going to flip us. If it's a judo move, right over the back, bro. And I'm just saying, bro, they're going to flip us.
Judo.
You know, and I've been doing a lot of research on global economy. So here, promotion here. All right. So we do have the Ray Dalio. This is I forgot the
Ain't nobody can see that, bro.
So the changing world order. So if you're not familiar with Ray Dalio, he's a traditional investor. He's a CEO. What was it? Blackwater. Bridgewater Capital. He's the one that started that one.
Blackwater?
I said Blackwater. Yeah, Blackwater. Kind of like Vegas's tap water. But anyways, so really intelligent guy. He has a really good beat on world markets, and it's basically just kind of goes. This book here goes over the history of the changing of the guard, where you had the world reserve currency. U.S. has been the dominant world reserve currency for the last 100 years. But if you take a look at the global history of, before the U.S., it was the English pound. Before the English pound, it was the French, what do they got? Franc, I guess it was, before they went to Euro.
No, it was a French fry.
French fry, yeah.
I love French fries.
Ketchup on that motherfucker.
Ketchup or barbecue sauce?
On fries?
Yeah.
Get out of here.
What?
What? Put barbecue sauce on fries?
You don't eat barbecue sauce with your fries?
No, that's for meat, bro. Get out of here.
Brad, barbecue sauce or ketchup on your fries?
Because your taste buds.
Because you have another Robin Homer here.
Taste buds are so burnt out.
Brad's just gonna agree with everything Robin says. I'm convinced.
No,
Eddie, come on, bro. Ketchup,
bro.
All right. No. That's bullshit.
No, you're
It's
just
barbecue sauce. Have you ever had the barbecue? Okay, so McDonald's fries are the best.
You are just ratchet as
Barbecues-
hell, bro. That's what it is.
You don't like McDonald's fries? You don't like McDonald's fries?
I'm not saying the fries are good. I'm just saying barbecue
Have you
sauce.
tried
on
it with the
fries
barbecue
is-
sauce?
That's disgusting, bro.
Okay. What do you guys think, Crypto Fam? Barbecue sauce or ketchup with fries? Let me know.
I will tell you, if there is no ketchup available, I would enjoy my fries with barbecue sauce. But if I have the choice between the
Way
two,
to play
I'm
the
going
middle,
with
Brad.
ketchup.
Way to play the middle. Way to be a good politician here. That's not.
You get your chicken nuggets and you get the fries, and you've already got the barbecue sauce sitting there for your nuggets. So yeah, it's natural to dip a fry in there too.
Okay.
Yeah. Well,
I guess he split that.
anyway, your barbecue sauce. That's weird, man.
All right. So back to the back to where you came here.
So basically, China's making up a lot of ground. And it's very indicative of what has happened every single changing of the dominant world reserve currency. And it starts with production, innovation, basically innovation through invention, education, and then prosperity and things like that. So China's been the same way. So I mean, think of it. China basically was a manufacturing country for such a long time. They had cheap labor, and now they're a dominant player. Same could be said with the U.S. If you look at the U.S. and back in the 1920s, 1930s, they were a manufacturing country. They're the ones that made all the steel and exported, and they were also had a lot of innovation and inventions. And China's doing the same thing. So, anyways, read this book.
The video was good too.
If you get a chance, that one's a damn good book. If you get a chance to read it, yeah, that's what I got.
It might make you a little depressed though.
Yeah.
Right? Is it
No,
the same, is it the same as the video I watched? Because I watched that video.
Did you?
Yeah, it was a really good video.
Yeah.
It was a little depressing seeing where we're headed.
Well, you know what? So you don't just like cryptocurrency information. We're not gonna sit here and just pump you a hopium and be like, "Hey, your portfolio is gonna do nothing but grow for eternity." Like, you gotta step back, you gotta zoom out, you gotta look at history, you gotta look at analytics, and that way you can identify what is the smartest and best strategical moves for your portfolio, your finance, for your future. And if you just turn a blind eye, let's not kid ourselves. Bitcoin's not gonna green candle for the next 10 years. You're going to have massive pullbacks, and you need to account for that if you want to have success. Like, yeah, you can dollar cost average in, but at some point, you got to come up, you got to make decisions. Like, when are you going to take profits? When are you, if you have extra cash, when are you going to, buy the dip? And, what is the market doing? Like, you obviously, even if you're dollar cost averaging in, if all of a sudden tomorrow Bitcoin's at $120,000, I'm probably gonna pass on the dollar cost average in, right? I'm gonna opt out for this week. I'm gonna be like, okay, Bitcoin just hit 100, just 3x'd this week. I know that's exaggeration, but it's still the same mentality. So look, it doesn't have to all be about sunshine and rainbows. Identifying market trends. So I'll leave it at that. And then Gina. Hola! Welcome to Sin City Crypto.
All right.
How you doing?
Let's move on. Next article we're going to talk about. Breaking news. Binance gets Dubai. Sorry, let's backtrack. Binance explores acquisition of Brazilian securities brokerage firm.
Brazilian to Dubai?
No, we had to backtrack. So we were headed to Dubai, then we had to revert the plane back to Brazil first. Then we're going to Dubai.
Brazilian bubble butts?
What is wrong with you, man? Leading cryptocurrency exchange Binance is showing its intention of expanding its activities to Brazil. The company, called Simpal Investimentos, offers different investment options to its customers, including various funds and stocks, and is set to be completely compliant with Brazilian laws. We've talked about thinking Brazil is going to be the next country to adopt Bitcoin as legal tender, especially being in South America. They are the largest economy in South America, so this would be huge. Binance's move has the goal of developing the crypto and blockchain ecosystem in Brazil. Binance has been making the news a lot. You had Bahrain.
One second. Let me get a camera. Se vocês não sabem, eu falo português. I speak Portuguese. How y'all doing? And my boys in Brazil, they finally adopted crypto. How y'all doing? So if you speak Portuguese, put a 7 in the chat, and we'll exchange some DMs. Because your boy speak Portuguese.
That was great, Robin.
In case you didn't know.
Thank you so much. How do you say "shut up" in Portuguese?
Cala.
Cala. Yeah. All right, Eddie. Let's get back to what the people came here for. So CZ, which is the CEO of Binance, said, "In a fast-developing market like Brazil, crypto can transform and facilitate people's lives, and as such, we believe, in full collaboration with local authorities, that Binance has a lot to contribute in developing the community and ecosystem in Brazil." Does this mean we are a step closer to Brazil adopting Bitcoin as legal tender? Robin, please share your
thoughts. Yeah. Yes. No. Maybe. I don't know. So why am I kind of the fence here? Basically, this investment firm, basically what it is. So think of TD Ameritrade, all of these other financial services that you have here in the U.S. That give the retail investor exposure to stock market. That's basically what it is there, but on the Brazilian side. And what they did was they liquidated everything. So they got rid of their staff. They got rid of their entire portfolio. And only thing that was left was the licenses. So basically, Binance is just buying the license to offer services on their stock market. Now, they're not really buying the company. I mean, technically they are, but they're not really buying the company and all of the customers and the portfolio. They're just basically paying for a license. And is that good? Yes, but I think it's a little undervalued for what it could be.
A precursor.
Yeah, I know. I think it's a great move. I mean, that's natural market, So let's say, for example, iPhone wants to integrate fingerprint technology into their iPhone. Instead of spending 5-10 years developing the technology, they just go and buy the biggest fingerprint company, and then they fire everybody, and then they just steal their software and put it in there. Not to say steal, but that's just kind of how business is.
That happens a lot in business.
Yeah, and that's essentially what Binance is doing. They're like, hey. We want to get in the market there in Brazil. What's the easiest way of doing it? Let's just buy an investment firm, and then that's
CZ is the world's wealthiest crypto person.
Hey, real quick, pull up my laptop. I just want to show you real quick. We do have the Nasdaq is dropping, so it was at over 2%, under 1% now. So the rate hike announcement is having an effect on the market. You take a look at Bitcoin under 40,000 as well. As we mentioned, correlation, NASDAQ moves, pushes Bitcoin, as you can see, cause an effect here. So let's see if this will hold support or if it will continue to go down. I think. What do you think, David?
I think we're going to see a leg down on Bitcoin.
You think we're going to get a leg down?
Yeah.
Will we hit 37,000?
Yes.
Today?
I don't know about today. I don't like putting time frames, but I mean, here, pull up my laptop. Look at this candle. It started off so nice, and now it's just completely diminished. This is going to turn into a hammer or a shooting star. So, I don't know. I just feel like you keep getting rejected at these key levels, and there's like no volume behind the move. Well, there's volume behind today's move, but you keep getting rejected here, even though this is a kind of a semi-ascending triangle, which is typically bullish.
The thing is,
this is not good. When you see a wick like this, that is not good.
We all knew this interest rate hike was coming.
I know, but
that wasn't.
So
but
this is why I don't get it. Why are
people
freaking out? You
know
what's coming.
No, what it is that they announced that they're gonna have 6 more rate hikes.
Well, we knew that too.
No, we didn't.
Well, if you watched Instant Crypto, you knew because we.
No, that was the thing. It was
a month and a half.
It was supposedly 4 more rate hikes. Now you got 6.
You know how many articles I went over that said, "Oh, they expect 6 more. They expect 8 more. They expect 7
it's
total."
Not but the vibes, what you were hearing the experts talk about was, oh, hey, with Russia thing going on, they're not gonna, they're gonna slow down on the interest. Anyways, 6 more coming, and at 25 basis points per interest rate hike, we're talking a minimum of 1.75% interest rate by the end of the year,
which is still very low.
Yeah, was it Roosevelt, he increased.
Franklin or Theodore?
I don't know, one of them. One of the Velts. And he when they came off of the gold standard and they were afraid that they were going to have rapid inflation, and it started happening. So as soon as they came off the gold,
didn't the gold standard happen after them?
1971 is when the U.S. came off gold.
That was Nixon, right? I believe Nixon brought us off the gold standard.
Was it Nixon?
I'm pretty sure, yeah.
Anyways, one of these damn Velts, at some point, interest rates were shooting up, and they basically increased the interest rates to 20% to combat inflation.
And we're over here crying about 1.7.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
So,
yeah, but no bueno for Bitcoin, but we'll go over that in our market analysis segment. All right, let's move on.
What happened? We were doing so good in the chat. I thought we were going to open up the club.
They don't want money, man. They don't want free money. I don't know.
We're going to open up the club. I thought we were going to hit 21 viewers. We're going to give out some cashola. Apparently not.
All right, whatever. An extra $50 in my wallet. All right.
Yeah, there you go.
We're moving on from Brazil to Dubai. More Binance news. Breaking: Binance gets Dubai license as part of Gulf expansion. Binance, the world's largest crypto exchange, said it had gained a license to operate in Dubai only days after it secured the first global crypto asset provider license in Bahrain. The move comes on the back of growing crypto interest in the Gulf. The United Arab Emirates, or also referred to as the UAE, which is the economic hub of the region, has sought to become a crypto haven like Singapore by passing friendly regulations. The UAE was ranked 100 out of 157 in the Global Crypto Adoption Index. Bahrain was ranked 143. So they're going to these countries that have terrible crypto adoption, and they are trying to change that. So Bahrain wasn't that huge of a deal, right? Not a big economy. When you're talking Dubai, they are one of the largest economies in the UAE. They are essentially kind of like a I don't want to say like a cross between like a New York City and a Las Vegas. So much tech, so much like everything is happening there, and then you throw crypto in the mix, and Binance is just going to all these smaller markets and gobbling that up, and I think this is great. I think it's smart. Robert, what do you think?
You just compared Bahrain to a mix between
Dubai. Not
Dubai,
Bahrain. Dubai.
Between New York and
Bro, Dubai? Have you? I've never been there.
Dubai is Dubai, bro. Ain't nothing like Dubai.
Dubai's dope, man.
Okay, first of all, New York and Las Vegas are both.
Has anyone in this room been to Dubai? Brad? No. Eddie? No.
No, but let me tell you, I do have an Apple TV, and one of the screensavers is a drone that flies over Dubai. And it looks hella crispy.
Shit,
man. I'm just saying,
day.
It looks really nice.
Like he's like a
really
kid,
nice. And I've seen photos.
We're talking
and
about crypto.
It's super clean, man. Place is clean.
Robin, we're on the right track here, my friend. Almost missed the exit. Let me cause the traffic.
I'm just saying. You asked if I've been there, and per a drone, I have.
Wow.
And
Thank you, Robin.
I'm just saying that you're comparing two pretty dirty cities to a very clean city, and Dubai's nice looking, man.
Especially when it's windy, it gets really dirty. Eddie, have you ever been to Oaxaca?
I don't think so.
All right, me neither. All right, that had nothing to do with what we're talking about, but let's move on to our next article. New candidate in the Senate of the United States of America, Brian Solston. Is he a Solana fan? Because he's got soul in his name. Who knows? Claims Bitcoin as, quote, the Great Reset, but will it work in his favor? Brian Solston is a pro-Bitcoin Washington State Democrat who announced his candidacy for the U.S. Senate. He said, the emerging protocol will accelerate science, technology, engineering, and manufacturing, also known as STEM. STEM's digital transformation is strategic for providing wealth, abundance, and prosperity for everyone. Notice he specifically separates Bitcoin from crypto and only promotes Bitcoin. The reason behind this distinction is Solston's reference to Bitcoin as the Great Reset. And he also identifies his primary goal to make Bitcoin legal tender in the USA because it is, quote, the Great Reset. To put it shortly, if you're not familiar with the Great Reset, it aims to transform the current financial system into a fully digital one, which saves a lot of energy and therefore hinders the acceleration of global warming. However, the whole concept of Great Reset is raising criticisms because of its take on decentralization. The Great Reset relies on CBDCs when conceptualizing complete digitalization. While it works out well for the digitalization of the system, it also destroys decentralization and puts immense power at the hands of governments. As a result, crypto enthusiasts have been harshly criticizing the centralization which would come with the Great Reset. So this article essentially, I don't know how I feel about this guy separating Bitcoin from crypto. Bitcoin is crypto. Crypto is Bitcoin. If Bitcoin falls off the face of the earth, chances are crypto does too. I mean, it is the first mover. It is the OG. It's like, I don't know. I'm not good at analogies. Robin's better at analogies. We'll leave the analogies to him. But the Great Reset, this is interesting, right? We talk about digital currencies, decentralization. But can digital currencies put too much power in the hands of the government? Robin? Do you want to see a Great Reset? Or do you not want to see a Great Reset? What are your thoughts on it?
It's just, so the powers that you get from a digital currency as far as a government is just a repackaged and shiny new version of the powers they already had before. It's not like all of a sudden they're gonna be like, "Hey, guess what? We can now control money." No, you've already been doing that. Thank you. So I don't really see it as being anything different than a new shiny package as far as CBDCs and the control of the government. A little bit more traceable as far as your transactions. So if the government wants to, they can see, your history of movement a little bit easier. But it's really no different. I mean, all you gotta do is get a court order, and you can follow bank account transactions as well. So as far as that, I don't see much of a difference. But you got a lot of Bitcoin maxis. So you have two camps, which for me is weird because the Bitcoin maxis are exactly like the altcoin crypto people were minus 6-8 years ago. So the Bitcoin maxis are like, no, traditional finance bad, blah blah blah. Use of payments, Lightning Network, Bitcoin. This is the future, and everybody was like, yo, Bitcoin's doing a zero. Bitcoin's worthless. Bitcoin's stupid. Don't invest in it. And then now that Bitcoin has established itself, and now emerging technologies that use blockchain, that are upgraded, that are faster, that you can easily develop applications or dApps on top of, and integrate financial services that are hard to implement on the Bitcoin blockchain. Now that these are emerging, all of a sudden, the Bitcoin maxis that were getting shunned, now they're like, no. Bitcoin's the only network you need. This is all trash here, all these altcoins. And then they start referencing meme coins. Like, well, look at the meme coin. People are losing their money. And it's just like, I'm like, bro, you were in the same damn camp 6 years ago. Now you think you're better than everybody else, and you're just pooping on the rest of the technology. So that's what kind of frustrates me. But as far as, what was this guy's name again? What was it?
Brian Solana.
Oh,
Brian
it's over
Solston.
here on the banner. Never mind. So Brian, the cool thing is that he he initialized his B with the Bitcoin logo. So that was cool. I think you're going to see a lot more pro crypto candidates in the future.
I think it's going to be a necessity, to be honest with you.
I bet you what. When this guy goes to run, or when he gets into the thick of the campaign, and
into the thick of it.
When his competition, when all of the other candidates are looking at money raised, I bet you this dude
is gonna blow him out of the water.
Just gonna have some crazy amount of money
sitting in his
he's gonna be sitting juicy. He's gonna be sitting there with like all kinds of
think
stacks.
about it. Think about it too, right? All the people that got into crypto early, let's say you're sitting on 50, 60, 70 Bitcoin you bought for $200-300, and you're like, hey, I think this is good for the crypto market. It'll help my Bitcoin in the future. Let me donate 1 Bitcoin to this guy. Where it cost you $300 10 years ago, 8-9 years ago, is now worth $40,000 to this candidate. So I can see that happening.
The candidates are still raising money in the antique way.
Yeah.
So last election, I still have people calling me, and they're like, "I'm like, hello." They're like, "Hey, do you support Trump? Do you wanna donate money to?" And I'm like, "Oh, can't y'all send me an email?" Like,
they do text messages too.
Yeah. So, anyways, I feel like it's a little outdated on how they raise money. I'm just saying this dude is gonna raise a ton of capital. I got a feeling, no evidence behind it, but I bet you he's gonna bring up so much money. The rest of the candidates are gonna be like, "Yeah, we should have hopped on this Bitcoin thing." And anyways, other states are gonna be doing it. The second largest donor for the presidential candidate Joe Biden was Sam Bankman-Fried with FTX. So we see how much money they're spending on Super Bowl commercials. And obviously, if you want to get anything done in Congress and in the government, you got to pay to play.
Yeah.
So there you go.
Money talks. Money talks. All right, let's move on. Robin mentioned Coinbase. Robin mentioned that balances are at all-time lows, and he was right. Coinbase has its lowest balance of Bitcoin since the bull market top of 2017. Leading blockchain analytics firm Glassnode currently says U.S.-based crypto exchange giant Coinbase holds fewer Bitcoin than it has in years. BTC held on Coinbase has dropped over 36% over the last 2 years. Bitcoin held on Coinbase has declined by 375,000 Bitcoin since the all-time highs set in April of 2020. The firm interprets the metric as a positive sign for Bitcoin adoption. This remains a strong signal that investors increasingly see Bitcoin as a relevant asset in modern portfolios. As the largest exchange by Bitcoin balance and a preferred venue for U.S.-based institutions, this further supports the adoption of Bitcoin as a macro asset by larger institutions. And I want to show a chart. This is the same chart they showed here, right, in the article, but I'm going to show you not just over the last. So this is from 2013. In the bright orange, you have the balance of Bitcoin on Coinbase. This is just Coinbase, not for the whole market. And the white color is the price of Bitcoin. You can see in the beginning, as balance grew, price started to grow. As balance was flat, price was flat. And now you can see over the last since 2018, it is decoupled from that. So it is going the opposite way. So when the balance goes up, the price goes down. When the price balance goes down, you can see here the price has gone up. Does this mean that we are going to see a big pump from Bitcoin? So here's what throws me off, okay? What throws me off about this whole Bitcoin situation is the metrics they're all positive. They all give you a strong argument that Bitcoin's going to pump. But when you look at the technicals, when you look at the chart, it says the complete opposite. And that is what's so frustrating. If you look at candlesticks, if you look at, indicators on charts, you look at, we had a triple bottom or a triple top. That's an extremely bearish trend for Bitcoin and for anything. But then you look at metrics like this, and it's the complete opposite. It's a positive. So where is Bitcoin going to go? I feel like it could go either way. If I had to make a bet, if I had to pick, I would say it's going to go down. But what I think we're going to need to see is some sort of big something, a big announcement, a big buy, someone adopting Bitcoin, something for it to nudge it to the upside. If that doesn't happen, then I think we're going to see a leg down to the low 30,000s, and then we'll see from there. But again, metrics like the one that I just showed you, we don't know. We're in freaking limbo here. You saw the candle I showed you. That's a complete negative sign. That's not good. And then we show you this, and it's good. So it's like, if you're confused, so am I. Robin, what are your thoughts?
Supply and demand, like we said. But here was the thing: there wasn't a massive demand to hodl back in 2017. So your chart, yes, you had demand issues, supply issues when it came to getting tokens onto exchanges and having enough for the retail buyers. However, the sentiment has changed now. So now you have people removing tokens from the exchange. When I say people, I'm talking about a large percentage that are removing Bitcoin from exchanges and now hodling with no intent in selling, which is a shift in thinking than it was back in 2017. So in 2017, it was about like, hey, let me buy Bitcoin now and see if I can kind of time it, or see if I can make 2x or 5x or whatever it is before this thing kind of bottoms out, and who knows if and when it'll come back. That was kind of the retail sentiment. Now, I think everybody's in consensus that Bitcoin's here to stay. So there's a lot of people that are investors that are looking long-term, that are hodling, that are buying Bitcoin and removing it from exchanges. So with this happening, with your chart that you're saying that the supply is going down, I mean, it's obvious. It's the writing's on the wall. You know what? If you go to the market, if you want a PS5, you want to go buy a PS5.
By the way,
and you go to the store and there's none there. What do? You go on eBay and you got to pay an inflated price. Even though, so that's the same way. If you don't have a lot of Bitcoin on the exchange, what happens to the price?
Did I ever tell you how I got my PS5? Story time, David. Story time. So there was this guy who was doing a raffle. He had a plug at GameStop, and he got 5 PS5s, and he did a bingo raffle. $30 for a spot, 60 people, right? So if you do the math, he paid about $600 for the PS5. He took $1,800. First place got the PS5. Second place, $100. Third place got their money back. I freaking won the raffle, the bingo raffle for a PS5. So I got a PS5 for $30. Now it doesn't work. So you know what, Sir Gabe, is this your first time? Is Sir Gabe? Is this his? Is he one of your community members, Brad?
Sir
Gabe.
Doesn't ring a bell.
No. Sir Gabe, is this your first time? I'm curious. Let me know.
Yeah, it was. I think it was. He said he subscribed, I think, earlier.
Did he say he's number 700?
Let's see here.
I'm curious.
They tested. LOL. You know, we're at 701 right now. Actually,
Yeah.
I feel like being Vegas. I feel like that's a good number. Somebody said they were number 700. Who was it?
Yeah, that's what I was trying to figure out. So, Brad, what do you think? Do you think so? With the technical analysis showing Bitcoin in a bearish sentiment, and then you got these metrics showing it in a bullish sentiment. Which way do you think it's going to go?
I got to preface this that I don't really have any evidence to back it up, but my gut tells me that we're still going to have an amazing 2022 at some point in time this year.
Okay.
I don't know whether it's going to be sooner or later, but I do feel like there's going to be some green in the markets. And I really think my gut is telling me that we're kind of through with the pain. I do believe that we could see, like you're saying, like a wick down, or we could end up down in the low 30s for a little bit. But I think that towards the end of March and April, I think we're going to see some good stuff in the markets. And I think by June, July, a lot of us are going to be very, very happy again.
Well, and if it doesn't go his way, guess what? You can just BTFD, buy the freaking dip. So a couple things from the chat. So Sir Gabe said the king. Are you AKA formerly King Coin, formerly Architect, now Sir Gabe? How many pseudonyms you got, bro?
Probably.
And then also, HP wants to know who wins at Call of Duty, David or Robin. This one is completely easy, and I should get zero pushback from Robin. Is Robin?
Oh, I have
Defib said he'll smoke Robin Dave on Call of Duty.
Okay.
I mean, I suck, so but
hold on a second. I got my. I'm gonna put it in the chat here. Give me a second.
your Call of Duty.
Yeah. You go ahead. Take
Look
the
what you
show.
started,
Take the
Defib.
show.
Look what
Take
you
the
just
show.
started, Defib.
I'm gonna put it in the chat. Give me
All
a
right,
second.
all right. Let's move on. Next article. So this one we're not going to spend too much time on because we talked about this the last 2 days. But it's important you to know the second largest cryptocurrency. What is going on? Go ahead and pull up my laptop, Eduardo. Ethereum merge testing on Kiln mostly successful, save for one minor bug. On Tuesday, Ethereum developer Tim Bako tweeted that Kiln successfully passed the Ethereum merge with validators producing post-merge blocks containing transactions. Kiln will be the last merge testnet before existing public testnets are upgraded. Merge involves taking Ethereum's execution layer from the existing proof-of-work layer and merging it with the consensus layer from the beacon chain, turning the blockchain into proof of stake. The foundation writes, this merge signals the culmination of 6 years of research and development in Ethereum and will result in a more secure network, predictable block times, and a 99.98%+ reduction in power when it is released on mainnet later in 2022. Now, it didn't go 100% as planned. There were a couple of hiccups. There were several errors relating to contract creation. Bako said a client was not producing blocks consistently, though the network is stable with 2/3 of validators correctly finalizing. So they're working the kinks out. There's a very distinct system when it comes to EIPs changing anything on the Ethereum network. So if you have a proposal, you propose it, and then the validators, the main people, they look at your proposal, they can either flat out deny it, or they can say, okay, we're going to launch it on testnet. Most of the time what they do, they'll make changes, send it back to you, you make changes. So it's a back and forth. That's why it takes so long. Then after that, it's finally goes to the testnet, and then it gets reviewed again. And then once that's okay, then it hits the mainnet. So this is what's taking so long. But with the length of it, of why it's taking so long and how much research and time as money has gone into it, it'll be a clean rollout. Now, I'm not saying there's not going to be any bugs, but I don't think we're going to see DDoS attacks every week, every other day, like we do on Solana.
Real quick. Hola, Dilemma. Welcome. Sin City Crypto.
Dilemma, what's going on, man?
Home of the most entertaining
You know, I got a
currency
dilemma.
content.
I got a dilemma.
You got Dilemma?
Yeah.
What is it?
Can me and you beat DFib 2 versus 1 on Call of Duty? And I'm telling you right now, I'm like, I'm not horrible, but I'm not good. Robin, you're gonna have to carry us. What do you think? Should we accept the challenge?
I'm the best.
Eddie said you're the best at sleeping.
I do. Me and Eddie, our producer here, we show him the old Eddie cam. Let me see that.
Producer,
Look at this. Look at this. Look at this new graphic. There it is. Yeah, there he is. Yeah, look at that. Look at that.
Oh, you got to peek into our little garage area
Yeah.
too. Cool.
Yeah, we got a garage.
Yeah, that's better. Leave her right there. Yes, that's perfect. Eddie, no. Go back. Yeah, perfect. All right, Robin, what were we saying, Robin? I love it. We like to have fun here at Sin City Crypto, right? Robin says it.
Diana.
Are you not entertained?
Diana? Hola. Welcome, Sin City Crypto.
Oh my God, what is wrong with you? First of all, that's Deanna, Brad's wife. We met her. Second of all, she was one of the first people in the chat.
Was she?
Yes. You see this shit? Do you see this shit, man?
It's okay. I can drop extra olas, okay?
No, please. Robin was having an Ola-orgasm earlier in the show. We're like, mic check. He goes, Ola. I'm like, what the hell's going on, bro?
Back to the show.
Yeah, anyways, you got anything to add to this testnet? A couple bugs in it. No big deal. Should roll out this year. No, we're good? All right, let's move on. Some huge news from Polkadot. Engine's Efinity becomes the first NFT parachain on Polkadot, the popular ecosystem for NFTs. Engine launched the first NFT parachain on Polkadot. At the end of 2021, Engine's NFT project, Efinity, won Polkadot's last parachain auction for the year with a fundraiser of over $214 million worth of DOT. Efinity delivers a scalable solution for NFTs that is affordable and environmentally responsible. And this is Robin's sector here. So, Robin, make sure you're paying attention. Efinity announced that one of the projects it will integrate will be Crypto Blades, a play-to-earn NFT RPG, which I have no idea what that stands for. The latter has over 1.1 million active users, while other leading entities in the field, such as Lost Relics, Swissborg, My Metaverse, and Age of Rust, have also displayed the support towards the endeavor. Wojciech Ramoski, which is a co-founder and CTO at Engine, revealed that his company spent 4 years developing Efinity. There will be no other chain that allows this level of customizability and interactivity in NFT applications at scale. That's a pretty bold statement. So, Robin, first of all, what the hell is an RPG game?
RPG? You don't know what an RPG is?
I don't play
It's a
video games. I'm not a
role-playing
kid.
game. Think of Metaverse without the VR
Actually,
headset.
so hold on. So, Assassin's Creed Valhalla, was that an RPG?
Yes.
That was a cool game.
It's more of
It's the
a
only game I finished.
yeah. I guess it's an RPG. Yeah, but you have your MMORPGs. If you want to throw some more letters on there.
Yeah.
So that's your mass.
Don't say ICO,
player
okay?
Online role-playing game. So, now, big fan of Engine here. We are behind the project. We actually did a deep dive on Engine. Did we post that, right?
We did, yeah. It did
Yeah,
terrible.
we did a deep dive on. We did. That was one of our worst.
The video was good. The content, it just, for some reason, YouTube wasn't.
Yeah, YouTube didn't like us.
Yeah.
But
Same thing with Metaverse, Decentraland. So you have Engine, Decentraland. They're both Metaverse, and YouTube didn't like it. I wonder why.
well, here. So, if you're not a quick little rundown of Engine, I'm not gonna give you a full rundown on the project, but it's an NFT platform. Cool thing about it is that the idea is that you take whatever NFT that you would have in a video game, for example, and then they don't just only do video games; they also do QR payment platform that is easily integrated into businesses. So there's a lot of businesses around the world that use their NFT payment platform, which is like a QR code. So they don't just only do NFTs, but they focus on NFTs, and they focus on NFTs in gaming. Basically, you buy an outfit, NFT outfit, you wear it in a game. This example game, game A, and then you go over to game B. You can bring your outfit with you, also your weapons or whatever it is that you have. So, interoperability between games. That's something nobody else is really doing, and not to mention they were the first NFT
parachain.
They were the first they're like the big first NFT like player in the space.
Oh yeah.
As far as gaming, so they didn't get as much love on the run up as like Decentraland and Sandbox, but They did have a big run up in 2020. So big fans of Engine here. Yeah.
All right. Well, last article, sticking to NFTs, even though the market is completely in the gutter, my NFTs are, Eddie, we ain't looking too good, my dude. It's okay, it'll bounce back. NFTs are coming to Instagram, says Mark Zuckerberg. Mark Zuckerberg, CEO of Instagram's parent company Meta, confirmed on Tuesday that NFTs will be coming to the picture and video sharing app. He did not provide a specific date for when the NFTs might drop. Many predicting users will be able to mint new NFTs on Instagram and share those already in their collection. I don't know how I feel about this. Why the hell would I go to Instagram to mint a freaking NFT? I don't like it. Anything Zuckerberg does, he screws it up. Look at Facebook. It's losing its allure. Libra, complete fall on his face.
What are you talking about? The dude single-handedly changed the world and how they communicate with each other.
But he's just out of touch, man.
I mean,
I don't
before Facebook, you had trash-ass MySpace. And
Whoa,
you
whoa,
had-
whoa, whoa,
and you
whoa,
had- you had
whoa,
chat rooms.
whoa.
You had chat rooms.
Trash MySpace?
Bro, you know how many MySpace pages I
Aren't
opened
you
up?
the MySpace generation?
Yes.
And you say it's trash?
Yes. Because I grew up in that generation.
Did you not rank your friends on MySpace?
Let me tell you something.
Did you not put your favorite song on MySpace on your profile?
If you ever had
Crazy,
if you
man.
ever had exposure to MySpace
That is the most asinine statement you've ever
during
made.
its hype, let me tell you what would happen. People would add songs and they would change their background to sparkly.
Yeah,
all
bro, it was
kinds
a
of
vibe.
text.
What
And
do we have
anyways,
now? We have
I would-
censored shit.
I
You
would
can't post
pull up-
something without violating
Bro,
community
I would
guidelines.
pull up somebody's page, and next thing you know, it's like all the black script, and there's like horses running around, and there's all kinds of sound effects, and then there's like music playing.
Eddie's too young
And
for
I'm just like,
MySpace.
bro, I just want to look to see where you ate dinner at last night because that plate looked hella good. And instead, I got this barrage of
Hey, your
freaking
boy
URL
Ethan
codes.
disagrees with you.
I'll tell you, there's a barrage of URL codes
Nah, you're wrong.
just bombarding my face and earlobes.
Hey, you are
And it's like,
so
all
in
I
the
wanna
wrong.
do
You
is
are
wanna scroll through some
so
pictures.
you are so out of
Facebook
line.
made it clean.
You are so
simple, easy to use interface.
50 tabs on Facebook. I don't even know where the hell to go to see what I want to see.
Honestly, you're
Thank you. The community hates you
No,
for saying what you said. Yeah? Don't
you're
be
my-
hating on
you're-
MySpace.
you're my-
MySpace was
Okay, let me
good.
tell you something, bro.
MySpace
You're
was not trash.
you're MySpace. I'm Facebook.
Yeah, and you're going down the gutter.
Yeah.
MySpace, man, if a friend pissed me off, I'm moving him down the rank. Like today, Eddie would be moved down the rank. Brad would be moved down the rank. Robin would officially be out of the rank. And I can't do that on Facebook, and it's terrible.
Yeah,
so I
that's
don't
right.
like it.
You know, and you're gonna disappear like
Ain't no-
MySpace did.
Hey, Tom hasn't disappeared. He's on Twitter, okay?
Next thing you know,
MySpace Tom?
MySpace is gonna start a blockchain, just
MySpace
like
Tom?
Radio Shack, just like LimeWire.
You're just a hater, bro.
Yeah.
All right, we're moving on. We're done. We're done with articles. We're going to.
Sir Gabe said he's been here before.
All right, well, welcome.
It ain't his
back.
first. It ain't his first rodeo.
It ain't his first rodeo. What Robin said. All right, so in the title, we said Cardano is ready for a huge move. That was not clickbait. I'm going to go over some metrics, some charts, show you why. So with that being said, let's get into our market analysis. All right, so first thing I want to show you is this is from DeFi Llama. By the way, do you like llamas?
Llamas?
Yeah.
They're
cool. They got really big
they're
necks.
Cute animals,
Got
man.
long
you
necks.
know? I don't never really call an animal cute because I feel like
Baby llamas are hella cute.
as a dude, you know.
You kind of look like a llama, actually.
supposed to
All
be
right,
like-
so if we look,
Anybody's old long neck ass as a llama, it is you, bro. Look at that face.
I'm tall. I don't have a long neck. All right, I'm just tall.
Shit, we keep.
No,
keep
guys,
double
just
hitting
let
it.
the producer do his job, please.
All right, my bad. Yeah,
Please,
yeah,
sir.
look at
So, anyways, let's get back to the chart. So this is
You
total.
actually do look like a llama. I'm glad you brought that up. And he,
Eddie,
run,
who
he
looks
runs
more
around
like a llama?
and
Stop it.
He runs around outside spitting all day, just like llamas.
I do spit a lot. That's funny. Eddie, who looks more like a llama? Me or Robin? Be honest, bro. Who looks more like a llama? You're fucking fired, bro. Go ahead and sleep in tomorrow too.
You know, my mom when
You're out of my list. You're out of my MySpace list. Eddie.
Here's the
You're
funny
gone.
thing. My mom, she's Portuguese, and in Portuguese,
We're at 14. Come on, let's get to 21. We're trying to give out some money here.
Yeah. So my mom, she in Portuguese, when she doesn't like somebody, she always calls them a camel. And then she'd be like, "This fucking camel," and she says it with a smile, like looking at him, like she's always like, and then, this lady's like, "No, I'm sorry."
How do you say that in
like,
Portuguese?
like say we're at the.
How do you say it in
Say we're
Portuguese?
in a line of a bank, and then they're like, "Well, it's a $15 monthly recurring charge for this, unless you have direct deposit." She's like, "Well, I only work for tips, because she bags groceries. She works for tips."
Right.
And the lady, the attendant will be like, "No, sorry, it's gonna be a recurring charge, $15." She'll look at me and she'll be like, smiling. She's like, "This fucking camel over here."
How do you say it in Portuguese? though?
Camilla.
That's what she was calling me that day she came in here?
Yeah. You mean you kind of look like a camel too?
You know what? You did.
I'm just saying, like
Pick
now,
one, bro.
the younger David looks like a llama. When you get older, you're probably gonna morph into a camel. So, just saying.
You know what? I'm a
Natural
man
transition.
of facts. I'm a man of facts, and David looks like an alpaca. Really, defense? Send me the shirt back. Send me the shirt back, bro. No, seriously, I do spit a lot. So he's got a point on that one. Okay. Anyways, let's go back. Take us away. Let's look at the chart. So this is total value locked on all chains in DeFi. And obviously, Ethereum's got 114 billion. But I want you to look at this protocol, okay? And I have this ranked by protocol. So you have Ethereum, BNB, Polygon, Phantom, blah, 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 blah. We go down here. Where's Cardano? Number 28, with only 6 protocols that are currently active. Could this be one of the reasons why Cardano has stayed stagnant? Next thing I want to show you, Cardano's transaction volume. The blue line is Cardano's transaction volume. The white line is their price. And you can kind of see it works in harmony, except from this year of February until now, it has gone the opposite way. My thinking is, because you see leg up, leg down, leg up, leg down, leg up. They're making higher highs if you look at it from a chart analysis perspective. So you have that. You have all-time lows on price since March of last year. So this is a one-year chart. And then you have all-time low on price since a year. Then you are seeing leg up on these transaction volumes. And the next thing I want to show you is I want to show you their chart. So if you look at their chart, we're at huge support levels, and we're consolidating there. So you have transaction volumes getting higher, Hydra's coming out, developer activity is at all-time highs on Cardano network. Pull the chart back up, Eddie. And we're consolidating at support levels. These 3 things tell me that we are getting ready to see a big move from Cardano. Another thing when I look at these charts, so there's 2 different types of candles. You have regular candles and you have Heikin-Ashi. So when you want to see a trend, you want to see where the trend is. So cleaner candles, you can see. If I do an overlay, here's candle formation, right? And then here's the Heikin-Ashi. So it's more colors grouped together. You can see the trend is cleaner. Anytime you see the candle bodies getting smaller, we are in a accumulation phase, and we are getting ready to see a big run up or run down. In this case, being at support levels, transaction volume being high, developer activity, everything that's going on behind the scenes tells me Cardano is getting ready for a big move. If I had to guess where it's going, I would say it's getting to this resistance zone right around $1. So this is not financial advice, but if you want to scalp some profits and swing trade, I think now would be a good entry point for Cardano. Get in at 80 cents, sell when it gets to 96, 97 cents. If you have 1,000 coins, making 170 bucks. Not bad. Not bad for a day. So that's what I like as far as Cardano. And then one thing I want to look at too is the Bitcoin chart. Let's see if this candle has changed at all. So the price is going back up. We're almost at 40,000 again. But the good news with Bitcoin is we are making higher lows. How will this next leg play out, right? So we saw smaller candles accumulating and then big green candles. We're still on the Heikin-Ashi. So uptrend, down, uptrend. When you start seeing these big green bodies and long upper wicks and no lower wicks, that typically precedes a big run-up. So we'll see what happens. But if we do see a run up, I think we're going to get stuck here at 44,000. That's a big resistance level. So for me to become bullish on Bitcoin long term, not only do we have to conquer 44, but I think we have to conquer the next leg up, which is 52. If we clear 52 and the volume's there, I think what Brad said earlier is right. 2022 is going to be green. If not, we're going to see a lot of red. All right, that's all I got. Nice, clean, simple. Also, if you're a big TA or chart analysis person, we are bringing back Mr. Forrest from Crypto Stackers Pro. He is the creator, huge TA guru. This guy yesterday tweeted out, I'm long on Phantom. Literally, 20 minutes later, Phantom started pumping. And I'll quickly show you his interface. Eddie, will you pull up my laptop again, please? So this is his interface, Crypto Stackers Pro. It's got so many cool indicators that he created himself. And unlike 99% of indicators you'll find on TradingView, these are not lagging indicators. These are real-time indicators. So they can give you real-time entry points, real-time exit points. If you want to learn how to use the software, if you want some good TA, come back on Friday. Forrest will be joining us here on our stream, doing some TA. Also, if there's any certain projects you want him to take a look at, please throw it in the chat, comment after the live is over, and we'll make sure to maybe bring that up, and maybe he'll cover one of your favorite projects. So that's all I got. Robin, you want to add anything before we sign off?
No. A little disappointed we didn't open up the club today.
Yeah, it's okay. Big shout out to the Infinite Crypto fam for joining us on Sin City Crypto. We were talking to Brad about this. A lot of people see new channels as direct competition, but when you watch YouTube, do you only watch one channel? I don't know about you guys. When I watch crypto, I watch 4, 5, 6 different channels. You want to get different people's perspectives. No one is Jesus. No one is God. No one knows everything. So, we're kind of in the same boat. Brad is a local here in Vegas as well.
And your boy's a straight prophet. I'm just going to throw it out.
Yeah, everything you've said. You know what's funny? Every video we've done on deep dives that Robin's like, it was okay, has done great. You notice that?
I'm always we can do it better kind of guy.
Well, of course, we can always get better, but it was funny. So from our crypto fan, make sure you guys go support Infinite Crypto. The link is in our bio. Click, subscribe, watch his videos. He gives away more money than we do, believe it or not. So we just want to give away money. We just can't because you guys won't get to 21 viewers.
Hey, you know what? We never got Andrew's.
He hasn't come back. I don't know where he's at, bro.
Andrew
We're like
$25 in Bitcoin, and he was supposed to send us his Bitcoin address. He never did.
So
he never showed back up in the chat.
Yeah, he hasn't been here since that day. So Andrew, whatever.
Maybe
like I said,
maybe he thought it was gonna magically appear in his account, and he got mad when it didn't, and just decided not to come back.
Screw these guys. Anyways, we are done. Roll the outro. Big shout out. Go to Studio Cam too, Eddie. Big shout out to our guest in-house, Brad from Infinite Crypto. Also, big shout out to Eddie for not sleeping through today and joining us on our live stream. We love you, Eddie. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
On behalf of myself, Robin, Brad, and Eddie, we love you guys. We'll see you tomorrow, 10:30 a.m. Peace.